Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of Patron Midrank Madness. Today we're going to have a game between MooseWayne and notEGIdrA on Eastwatch, the latter edition. In the bottom left-hand corner of the map, we have the red Zerg player sporting the Bob Protoss. I think that's the name icon. It is notEGIdrA from Pig 2. I assume that is a fan clan of Pig. And in the top right-hand side of the map, we have the blue Terran player, MooseWayne. No clan tag, no spinning icon, just a little StarCraft's happy logo next to his command center and a couple places on it. Let's see, 4 places? Yeah, I'm going to assume 4 places. Maybe just 3, maybe just 3. Maybe just the 3. Anyway, alright, so this is a very special cast by somebody who is a patron of mine on patreon.com/FalconPaladin. for $10 a month. Really appreciate the support there, and as a result, he has been given the opportunity to submit 1 replay to me per month that I will cast and put up on the YouTube channel. So that's what I'm doing. That's what we are doing here, and usually these games that are sent to me are good ones. Nobody just sends me a game where it's like, yeah, man, I 12 pooled and the other player didn't react correctly and they lost, or I proxy raxed and won in 3 minutes. Usually these are good back and forth macro style games with a lot of weird stuff going on, a lot of shenanigans. So I'm looking forward to an excellent, excellent game. We're going to see a Reaper here. This is a Diamond level, so yeah, I assume a Reaper. Sometimes the lower players will not go for Reaper just because it does take a certain level of control and expertise to make sure the Reaper doesn't just die without accomplishing much of anything. So Reaper's name here is Billy Bob. I like to kill things. That's what he says. It's Billy Bob the Reaper here. Just your typical southern gentleman. Hopped inside a Reaper suit, good stuff happened to him, and he got 2 guns. This drone is still scouting from notEGIdrA. I like this a lot. He's gonna die. Mind you, the drone is scouting. The Reaper's gonna take him down. This is the easiest drone kill of all time, says the Reaper. Oh, is he playing base defense? No. No, I mean, sure, Billy Bob, you got your 1 drone kill, but don't you want more drone kills? He's playing defense. He's worried about early lings coming across the map to mess with this command center. It's happened to him before. Let's just say that. Oh, you know what? No, he changed his mind. He said, you know what? I'm going to take my chances here. Should be fine. And he is. There's only 4 lings just now coming out and a couple queens in production too. So he won't be able to get any damage done, but the command center stays alive. So I guess we're kind of splitting the difference there. I don't know. Okay, so going to hop up. Going to do the thing. Come on. Come on, Billy Bob. Billy Bob, who likes to kill, he knows. He knows he's in trouble if he goes up there. There's already a queen at both of these hatcheries. The drones are transferring. Actually, transferring away from the natural base. He's worried. What? Okay, just kidding. He's not anymore. For a second there, he was worried. This war chest skin, they've got little buzzsaws. What? They have little buzzsaws on their hands? Blizz, please. Come on. God, it looks dumb. It looks so dumb. What is this? No, they're not mechanical. They're biological. That's the whole point. Everything about Zerg is biological. And they can stand toe-to-toe with mechanical smart beings like Terrans and Protoss. Oh, it's worse than the spikes. Look at this. Boop. Oh, moving on. Third base on the way here at 3 minutes for notEGIdrA. Very smart, recognizing the 1 racks expand means you can go for a third base pretty darn early here. Sub 4 minutes at the least. Billy Bob does scout this, but he has no hope in ever damaging it in any meaningful way. Terran player back home is working on a starport. He is working on Marines, couple Hellions here for harass. Looks like we're probably going to see a Hellion harass early into some bio out of the Terran player for the follow-up. Baneling Nest in production here. Boop, Baneling Nest, Evolution Chamber. Extractor coming up here too. Double extractor inside the main base. Just walking right past that queen. KD8 charging her closer to you, dude. Don't want to do that. Where are these drones going? Does he have these rallied? Oh. No. Yes. Does he have his workers rallied up here? No. That's... Okay, he rallied his workers over here, but he's got his units rallied over here. I don't know why drones keep coming on into the main base. Unless he's just trying to fully saturate this thing. He needs to saturate his second extractor. That's for sure. But again, there's a lot of stuff going on. If we look at his camera. There we go. That's his camera. So he's going from base to base.
Ready to creep.
Base to base right now. And he sees the extractors that are not extracted at all. 0 workers on these at the natural base. Why does he have so many extractors? Okay, now he's going to go ahead and saturate the one at least, but this one is... Okay, he got this one while I wasn't paying attention. Fair enough. Fair enough. Overlord scouts in about 5 minutes. That's what you want to do, even if it's just a slow Overlord and it is going to die. Do it for the scouting information. So more and more Hellions being made here by MooseWayne. He's got the Hellbat transformation done thanks to the armory. Working on +1 here too, so maybe it's just going to be a Marine Hellbat push. It is. Got some Marines, I think 3 of them for the anti-air. And then a Medevac is pushing out here. So this looks fairly interesting and fairly strong from the Terran player. I wouldn't be too afraid of it. If I was not notEGIdrA, he's making Lings. What he really needs is Banelings, and he doesn't have the Baneling nest. So yes, there we go. 8 Banelings in production right now. You don't necessarily need fast Banelings, because Hellbats are not fast. They waddle like this. They can't run away from Banelings, especially if they're on creep. So here they are, coming at the top. The scan sees the Baneling. Don't go after the Hellions. The Hellions are not your concern. The Hellbats are your concern. The Lings can handle this just fine. Okay, everybody's a Hellbat now. Alright, so everybody's a Hellbat except for these 2 Hellions at the back. They seem a little bit out of place, but I'm sure they will fit in here close enough. Eventually enough. Alright, third base is going to be the attack point here for this Terran army. Are they going to do it? Is the question. They're sitting. They're waiting. They're deciding to go on in. And why is the game chopping a little bit right now? I don't know, but I don't like it very much. Why is it doing this? I don't know. Either way, I think the third base might be dead unless these Banelings get some really, really nice hits here. And it looks like they are. Goodbye, all of the Hellbats except for 2. Still 2 Hellbats, 2 Hellions, and 2 Marines sitting here roasting up this third base location. You can see the flames coming off of it. And what is in the production tab for notEGIdrA to stop this from happening? 18 Zerglings. A Queen pops out at a pretty opportune time, but she's going to get focused down by everybody that is here for the MooseWayne and likely just die. Is he giving up on this thing? I feel like he's giving up on the hatch. I don't know that he has enough. Alright, hold on. Okay, hopefully we got rid of the stuttering issues. There we go. We are back. I'm not sure what it was, but sometimes it shows up and then it goes away. Alright, so the Queen of the back corner, yep, she gets taken down by a Marine instead of a Hellbat because she did not burn alive there. Overlord scouting the top left location just to make sure that MooseWayne is not getting any ninja expansions. But hey, lots of ninja expansions on the space. It is, or this map. It is really, really big. All right, so MooseWayne is pretty pleased at taking down the third base. Decides to go on back home, expand himself. The third command center is basically done on site there, and notEGIdrA says, all right, I'll expand it to the gold position. This is my new third base, and he's actually replanting a hatchery in his old third base location, but we'll call that his fourth from now on. Getting a Hydralisk Den, getting +2 melee attack. The Terran player is working on stuff. Working on Cyclones. Constructing additional factories. Is he meching this thing? Remember when I said he was going to go bio? That was a lie. He's definitely going bio here, which is, I don't know, pretty good at this level, I would say. It's fairly strong. You're not going to find many Platinum, Diamond level Zergs that have a good time facing against mech, and especially if you can control Liberators, if you can use the lock-on ability against anti-air with the Cyclones, you're going to be okay. Ooh, I like the Raven, too. Ravens have a lot of utility right now. That anti-armor missile is good. It's really good against big groups of Roaches and Ravagers, really good against Lings, even dropping them to, what, negative... I mean, they have 0 armor, so -3 armor if they get hit by one of those, which means they essentially just melt to pretty much anything. Corvid Reactor, which does increase the starting energy of Ravens, being researched by MooseWayne here, too, which just means he's going to make more than 1 Raven. Really no reason to get that upgrade if you're just getting a single one. Again, sometimes I like to read intent into what these players are doing, and it can be difficult to do if they're lower level. Because sometimes they don't know exactly what they're doing, and maybe he's planning on making more Ravens, but then he never actually does. So perhaps I read that entirely wrong. Anyway, tanks in production, Marines here too, getting the Grooved Spines upgrade for the Hydralisks, increasing their ranged attack here. Bob, Protoss, just hanging out at this 3rd, 4th base location. Are we still a little choppy? All right, let's watch this drone. Yep, there's a little bit of chop going on. What on earth is the problem with you, GeForce Experience? Man, you are often the best thing in the whole world, but sometimes you crazy. There we go. Another little there. Can't figure out why. Cannot figure out the why. System resources look fine. Okay, MooseWayne, full of confidence after killing that third base of notEGIdrA, decides to move on out with aliens, with cyclones, with medevacs and ravens, and he's kind of morrowing this thing, honestly. This is a very diverse group of units. This is not all Hellbats. This is not all cyclones. This is everything that the Terran has to offer. Maybe just missing some Marauders here and some Thors, although I assume those are probably coming in as well. Clearing out some creep and then pushing into the newly constructed 4th base location. Oh, notEGIdrA. Bad times. Real bad times. With the Cyclone DPS, this is absolutely going to die. Hydras pop out and manage to escape, which is a big deal for Idra because this base was dying anyway. And losing those Hydras would have been just extra bad news. Overlord Speedy Lord scouts on in, does see the natural base has a bunker, sees that this 3rd base has additional command centers here. MooseWayne is really doing well. Super well here against his Zerg opponent. Creep Queen gets killed here too by Cyclones. More creep going down. He's doing... Man, this Terran player doing a great job of just keeping creep down. Keeping it away. I mean, notEGIdrA is not killing it with the creep spread, but what he's attempting to do is being met fairly handily by this army from MooseWayne. So how do you handle this? I want to say maybe just a big old Baneling swell would be enough. There's really not a lot of anti-air. There's a single Liberator. There's a tank back here. Just not much. Another creep tumor goes down. Here we go. Baneling Hydra. There it is. Hydra's for the Liberator, but there aren't enough of those really. Baneling's getting some really nice hits. The tank needs to be sieged up. There's the... Woof! Holy anti-armor missile. That was absolutely perfect, but is there enough Terran to clean this up is the question. The Hydras don't care if they have less armor than they usually do. Yeah, Ling's chasing down these Hellbats, chasing down the tanks too, and boosh. Little green-eyed overseers with this particular war chest skin just hanging out, and it wears off. So your armor's back, guys. Your armor is back. Back to 1. Yay! No longer -2. Infernal Pre-Igniter on the way here for MooseWayne. notEGIdrA is floating about 1,500 to 1,100, which means he does need to start spending his money a bit better. A macro hatch is really not a problem at all. Maybe some additional injects on one of these hatches would be good. You can queue those up, you know. I've talked about this, but actually the queens are doing fairly well with their injects. Well, this one's floating quite a bit, but that's okay. There are eggs hatching off that at some point. notEGIdrA feeling, again, brave. After the last battle, does decide to expand again to a 5th base to the right of his gold, but guess who's expanding anyway is MooseWayne. He already had a command center. Might as well do it. Might as well send it down here. He has so many orbital commands. The Ling finds this base. This 1, 2, 3, 4th base. 4th base of the MooseWayne. Actually losing a mule to this 1 SCV. Guys, you can fight this, you know. There we go. Took it down. Hellion group is extremely big right here. Overlord goes down to lock on off the Cyclones. Maybe not exactly what you want to see. Is that actually... Is he getting high-capacity fuel tanks? He is. Increases the medevac's fuel reserves, allowing Ignite Afterburners to last 50% longer, which I've never... Okay, I've seen a pro take it once. Once at BlizzCon last year. Somebody was doing it in more than one game, and everybody's like, what is happening? But then it wasn't very good. Oh, this is the Viking, crazy Viking skin, where it makes them look like 8 times bigger than they usually are. Look how big that Viking is. Look how big he is. Look upon it. All right, heading from top right to bottom left is the blue army. It is 169 to 200 supply. notEGIdrA has taken the opportunity to max out. He's making Vipers 2. Ooh, yes. You don't see enough Viper play in this level, but man, just moving right into this thing. Baneling's getting some nice hits off. The Hydra's just clearing out everything in the sky, including the Vikings, including the medevacs, who do manage to escape there, but jeesh. That was as aggressive a Ling Hydra Bane push as you'll see. Vipers finally starting to pop here. And what do you do with the Vipers, honestly? Blinding Cloud, I guess. Parasitic Bomb, maybe, on the medevacs if you're into that kind of thing. But either way, MooseWayne is having a hard time getting any damage done. After killing this particular hatchery twice, it's back, though. It is back. It refuses to give up. MooseWayne expanding again and making more and more command centers. How many command centers does the man have? He's got 6 orbital commands and 2 regular command centers. I can run by at 14 minutes. This guy has not stopped making them. Are any of these planetary fortresses is my question. This is going to be... Nope. Nope. Orbital commands all the way around. MooseWayne does not believe in the planetary fortress as it turns out. +3 vehicle weapons is something he does believe in, however, and notEGIdrA is maxed out. Dude, if you're maxed out, you gotta be doing something. You gotta be killing stuff, losing units you can remax. With that bank that you've got sitting there. Is he? Yeah, if at first you don't succeed, says MooseWayne, go back to the place where you had a lot of success previously. Not a spire. He's building a spire back here. Blue Flame Hellions, though, with +2 attack. Goodbye. Ooh, so many dead drones there, but actually most of them do manage to escape as the... What? What is happening? No, that did not have happened. Where do the Hellions just wander past those Hydralisks? Through those Hydralisks. They should all be dead. I mean, some Hydras should be dead too, but both player was just move controlling. That was not something you see every day. Blinding Cloud on all of the tanks. Nice spread there. Okay, a couple of them are still firing. 3 of them, to be exact, are still firing here, but the Hydra's getting right on top of them. Tanks going down. Banelings exploding on top of everything. Cyclones trying to do it too, but there are too many tanks here. The Hydras are actually getting cleaned out. Boom. All the ground army is dead here for notEGIdrA. And making 82 Paniclings is notEGIdrA. I know that feel. I know that feel, ladies and gentlemen. Greater Spire and another Spire on the way here. All right, this is not a great place for the Zerg player. Lings coming around from the backside. How are the upgrades on these Zerglings, actually? Let's take a look real quick. +2/+2, not bad. And you know what? Getting some nice surrounds here. Yes, they're taking some tank fire, but they can survive it because they have the +2 attack. Are all of the tanks going to die? Anti-armor missile explodes on a single Hydralisk. When it's a splash damage type thing, a few Desperation Hydras pop out and actually do clear out the last of those medevacs. Way to go. Wow. That was a hold. It was a desperate hold, but it was absolutely a hold. MooseWayne somehow is mineral starved, despite the fact that he has how many orbital commands? Oh, he's not using them for energy. He's not using their mules. Dude, you gotta mule this thing. You should have infinite minerals right now. With all the bases you have and all the orbital commands that you have. Alright, Corruptors in production here for notEGIdrA. He's going into the Broodlord, which is an end-gamey technology against Terran. Thor's in production here for MooseWayne. Hydras have +2/+2 as well, so this is some good upgrading from notEGIdrA. +3/+3 on the way for the Hydras. No +3 ground carapace on the way for the Lings, but +2 is probably good enough. See, this is why you want a planetary fortress at one of these bases. Because this 5th base and the 4th base, rather, in the bottom right is just going to die. Every one of these orbital commands is going to die. All of the mules and all of the SCVs are out too. The army for MooseWayne doesn't really want to engage. Oh, he's setting up his tanks, though. notEGIdrA says, I'll take it. I'll take a base kill, and I will mosey on my way out of here. 185 to 150 total supply. Both players spending their money pretty expertly here at the 17-minute mark of the game. I can tell you, when you have this many bases going, it can be hard to spend your money all that well, but they're doing it. This is a lot of drones, isn't it? Yep, that's 6 drones on that one mineral patch. You want to move that off as soon as you can. Always be checking your bases for saturation. I know there's another thing to add, but Zergs, when you're coming back to inject anyway, right? Coming back to inject anyway, just check to see how many drones you have, I mean, on these mineral patches, right? Yes. All right, here comes MooseWayne. Corruptors trying to do some stuff, but there's only 2 of them. They're going back to the rest of their friends. Hydras with +3/+3. +3 ground attack is on the way here. Blinding Cloud on these Thors. Not quite sure what they're able to do. Corruptors just clearing out everything in the sky. There are enough Corruptors to make this thing happen. Hellbat's trying to get on top of these Hydralisks. Tanks are in tank mode, which is not good for the Hydras. And the Hydras are forced to retreat from the situation. You want the Broodlords, as there are. There are 3 Broodlords in the sky. How many more? 7 more in production here for the notEGIdrA. Queens stabbing away at these Hellions. Kapah, kapah, kapah. But they're going to die because there's definitely some Thor support here too and tank support. But what do they have against these Broodlords? The answer is not much. They've got a Viking and a Raven with enough energy for an anti-armor missile, or as my co-caster on the Gauntlets calls them, burrito missiles. All right, Blinding Cloud is up. There we go. There's the anti-armor missile, but nothing's actually hitting them all that much. The Viking is down. The Thors are focusing on the Corruptors instead of the Broodlords. The threat here are the Broodlords, yeah, Thors. Yeah, all right, so Thor down. Finally gets a shot or 2 off on the Broodlords, but everybody is dead now from the MooseWayne mech army. And by that, I mean this final tank is finally dead. All right, 105 to 133 total supply. Resources lost here. 27,000 for MooseWayne and 24,000 for notEGIdrA. Pretty darn cost efficient, although did lose this base entirely. Gold base gone, but effectively mined out. I mean, under 1,000 gas and under 300 minerals there. Probably should expand somewhere else, but I think he's probably just focused on pushing for the kill. Maybe he needs more corruptors. Yeah, he's making 5 more corruptors for anti-air support. MooseWayne needs to be making Vikings, is what he needs to be doing. He's making 1. Is his starport count that low? He's got 2. Yeah, this is where the professional Terran players will have 4, 5, 6 starports where they can be making several Vikings at a time. All right, maybe just 3 and reactors so you can make 4 at a time or 6 at a time. One of the 2. Hellions running around for the MooseWayne, not killing these creep tumors, even though he could have. Again, a lot of move commanding going on. He really, really likes setting up at this old third base location and notEGIdrA and killing stuff. Lings coming in. They've got their +2, +3. +3 is almost done on that melee attack, but it should be enough anyway if you kind of pin them in. Good, actually, good micro here for MooseWayne. Not getting surrounded for the most part, and actually does clean out all of those Zerglings. Excellent, excellent job. Those Hellion pilots, wow. Corruptors hanging out. Hey guys, stop, please stop doing that. I'll puke on you. No, you can't. You can't puke on units. That's true. Oh, drone transfer. Oh, bad. 62 to 56 harvesters. All right, enough Lings and no micro on the Hellions means they die. Reasonable. notEGIdrA really needs, I guess he has expanded in the top left here. He's not retaking his gold base, which is totally fine. The Broodlord's going to come in from an unexpected angle. Is what it looks like here. Coming in from, I don't know, kind of across the middle of the map instead of from the bottom right-hand corner. Oh, a planetary fortress for MooseWayne's 5th. Excellent. Finally got one of those. How many Vikings do you have, Mr. Terran player? 5 of them? Not bad. Not bad, 5 of them. But corruptor count is 8, and their upgrades are possibly better. +2, +1 on those guys. What's our air weapon attack look like? Oh, we've got +2 armor and +1 attack, so maybe not that bad. Maybe not that bad. All right, let's go. Let's go. You're going to sit here. You got to attack. You got to see what the response is at the very least. Okay, so yes, MooseWayne is going to say goodbye to this command center. Yeah, there's just no way that it's being saved here. There's the anti-armor missiles. The planetary fortress does go down. Corruptor fighting in the sky. Thor's getting some shots off here too. Enough Blue Flame Hellions that maybe the Broodlings aren't as effective as they otherwise could be. But he needs, oh, that's an interesting fungal. Fungals. But all the Broodlords, are they all going to die here? The Viking count looks very healthy down below right now. I can tell you that much. And the Broodlords, can they hold on? No, there's just too much Viking and too much lock-on ability from the Cyclones. notEGIdrA loses his entire Broodlord army here in exchange for a base. Yeah, probably could have target fired down the Vikings. Those are the major threat if I had to put a label on it. The Raven, not so much. The Medevacs, not so much, but Vikings definitely a huge problem. All right, so once again, Paniclings clearing out everything on the ground because that's what they are good at doing. They have adrenal glands. By golly, they do. They are very fast. They hit very hard. They're fully upgraded Cracklings. And that's it for the ground armies. So we've seen that twice, right? Where notEGIdrA loses a base, ostensibly, but then is able to make enough Paniclings to clean up what is left over from MooseWayne. This is a good match. This is a good diamond level match for sure. notEGIdrA, top left-hand corner, expanding once again. MooseWayne does have another base, and he's had it for a while here. Look at him just getting the minerals, though. You'd think he would need gas based on the compositional choices he's making, but once again, not really throwing down mules as much as he could. All of these orbital commands, actually that one doesn't, but most of these orbital commands have enough energy to throw down a mule somewhere. Okay, that one doesn't either, but still, there are several that do. Ultralisk Cavern in production, 30 more Zerglings, Cracklings in production for the notEGIdrA. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8th base. Coming in at the same time as the 7th base in the top left-hand corner here. Lots of expanding going on. We're notEGIdrA today. Hellions trying to roast some stuff up, but getting pinned against the corner and running for their little Hellion-y lives. They're fast, but not faster than Cracklings on creep. I can tell you that much. Gets off the creep, and notEGIdrA says, "Let's not see you this way again. I want to see you in this neighborhood." Alrighty then, MooseWayne With his Hellbats, with his tanks, with his Viking count. The Vikings just are too big. The models, I get what they're trying to do here, but they look ginormous with this skin on them. Clearing out some more creep. Hasn't really done that in a while. Got the itch to kill some creep tumors. Pop those guys. This one should be dead, but being spared temporarily. Okay, now it's gone. Just being patient. Just being patient here. Is the MooseWayne. Alright, gonna lose this this 8th base that we just made such good mention of. Just kidding. All the banelings! Holy cannoli, all the banelings. Okay, all the Grand Army is dead. Anti-armor missile's gonna clean out a lot of these lings though. Oh, look at them surviving. Look at them surviving with their extra armor. And all that's left is a group of Vikings, some Hellions, and a couple of Ravens. Well, that was exciting. That was a lot of banelings. Gee willikers. Resources lost. 42,000 lost for MooseWayne and 43,000 lost for notEGIdrA. So a lot of dead stuff. A lot of crazy back and forth here. Nobody's really managed to win a major engagement to continue to push to the victory to this point. Vikings decide to strike out on their own and see what damage they can do. And the answer is they can see this 9th base of notEGIdrA. It's another expansion from MooseWayne. It's going to die unless it lifts off, and it probably will lift off at this level. I said it's okay. Nope. Oh, he found the Overlord Sanctuary. Oh no, the Vikings having a great time with their +2 attack. Do you get a supply block, notEGIdrA? No, not really. And then he's going to land to kill this Hydra. Relift off and chase these guys down. Raw, come back, speedy lords. Oh, the Hydras want revenge, though. Oh, don't land. I don't know about landing here. Okay. I think they're all dead, is the problem. Zerglings running around in one of these bases, killing more SCVs, killing a couple tanks in the process. These lings, man. Serious. Although, I mean, right, +3 attack. Hellbats with blue flame. Maybe not something they want to go up against if they have any kind of a choice. What's attacking? Oh, single Zergling here. He dead. He dead now, that's for sure. $156 to $136 total supply. Here comes the blue flames, though. And what do we got? Hydra Baneling. Is there enough? I don't think there's enough Hydra Baneling to take this out, but 9th base is going to die for notEGIdrA. 8th base is injured, but not mining anything right now. Only 67 workers, really. Ultralisks have come into play, though. Ultras in production, chitinous plating being researched here, too. And pulling back is the MooseWayne. I guess while we have a bit of a downtime here, I have started streaming the Far Cry 5, brand new game from the Ubisoft, on twitch.tv/gauntlet. Oh, not twitch.tv/Falcon Paladin. My own Twitch channel that I've had for a few years and have barely used at all, but I'm going to start doing it pretty frequently at this point with some of the newer games that come out. So if you want to see new stuff and see how I feel about it and watch me play, twitch.tv/Falcon Paladin, you can follow me there. It's free. All right, here we go. Pushing into this 8th base location again. Nothing being used, mind you, but Hydra Baneling going to engage. I don't know about this. Blue Flame Hellion and Hellbat pretty good against the Hydras. The Banelings are the problem. Did he just anti-armor his own? Whoa! It does friendly splash damage. I don't think I knew that. Did he try to anti-armor something that ran into the rest of this army? That was very interesting. Huh. Got the Doritos dust on him. Well, another base going to die here for MooseWayne. Entirely undefended. Not even a planetary. Not like it would have really mattered either with the just ginormity of the Hydra Baneling army that showed up to kill it. Are we going to base race? This feels base racy. Another base is going to die, but who's pushing? Oh, not pushing the right direction is MooseWayne. He decides to go home to try to save his bases, but that's 2 down very quickly. And suddenly, MooseWayne's income has just plummeted to 0. He's just lost his mining income entirely. There it is, 0, 0, and 0 harvesters? How does that happen? I don't know, but anti-armor missiles going down all over these Hydralisks. All right, Hydras decide to stay and fight. Ultralisk, not a bad thing here, but there's enough tank and Thor that one Ultra is not really going to stand much of a chance. Run. Run. Fully upgraded Hydralisks. Wait for the anti-buff to wear off. The anti-buff? The debuff. to wear off. All right, MooseWayne, you're in trouble, man. Do you have mules? You still have mules. Okay, here it is. He's able to land an orbital command at one of his dead bases and start muling, so he's not dead yet. Mind you, Creep Queen gets cleared out here. Where are the corruptors are for what exactly? I don't know, but he can't stand in. And MooseWayne calls the GG at 29 minutes and 21 seconds. And notEGIdrA is your winner. Wow, that was an intense diamond level game for sure. 57,000 resources lost for MooseWayne. 52 lost for notEGIdrA. 13 Broodlords went down. 11 Corruptors. 4 Infestors, 108 Hydralisks, 387 Zerglings. MooseWayne, on the other hand, 27 Tanks, 10 Thors, 39 Hellbats, and 118 Hellions. Not a good time to be a Hellion driver today. 21 Vikings, 26 Cyclones. Killed 5 hatcheries, did MooseWayne, but he lost 6 orbital commands and a planetary fortress and a command center. Jeez, a lot of dead bases here, but anyway, that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Patron Edition Midrank Madness. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
Is before us. Our honor guides us. Me with you, you with me. We are as one. Justice. Our duty is unending. I feel your presence. We are as one. Sense of soul, a soul in search of the answers. May the gods watch over you. Inshallah. Ascension is before us. Our honor guides us. Me with you, you with me. We are as one. I sense a soul, a soul in search of the answers. May the gods watch over you. Kushala Adu. search of the answers. May the gods watch over you. Shaladu. I sense a soul. The soul in search of the answers. May the gods watch over you. Shaladu. Kalarulas. Paramulas. Aklaranus. Naslaran. Kinalatu. Casar di Templare. Garamanaga. Oshara Sashia.